Hi, this is Helen. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share two of the journals that I've made in the past with you. This one is called the Bank Book Journal. I made it during a hangout with Lisa, My Eclectic Life, Tanya McGuire, and Jeri Recycled Parts for Art. They each have their own YouTube channels. And they decided to use old savings account bank books. I didn't have one, but I had received a booklet in the mail, junk mail, and it was just the right size. I used to actually have a savings account book many years ago. I don't think they make them anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't. But you used to have to take them with you when you put money in your savings account or took it out, and they would stamp the amount and the date in them. So I knew what it looked like. So this is the way I made mine. And like I said, I used a piece of junk mail. So here's the cover. It has paper on it, scrapbook paper. Here's the back cover, piece of lace that I wrapped around. It was mostly about making different textures and surfaces. Here's a pocket, and here's the people that I made it with. It helps me to remember. Tag. That's just made out of a box, I think a Tim Hope box, stamp, and a piece of book page. You can also write on the back. This is a packing tape transfer. I am going to link below instructions, a video showing instructions on exactly how to do it. But basically you just put packing tape, clear packing tape, over a magazine picture, soak it in warm water for 10 or 15 minutes. When you turn it over, you can scratch, and the paper part will come off, and you'll have a clear, the more you scrape off the better, and it'll be clear. And then I just glued it in. This happens to be a hut and a fish in the ocean. On this page is our texture. We tore up book pages, and I inked the edges, and then we wove them to make texture, which I really like. This is a flower, and there's another one later on in the journal here that I received during an exchange with another junk journal lady from one of the Facebook groups. Here is another of the tape and magazine pictures. I did put, it's clear and it's very flimsy, so I did put paper on the back, and it's the same paper that's here. If you don't, it's very clear and flimsy. It's okay, but it's very flimsy. On this page, we took masking tape, and I just tore little pieces off and just put it all over both pages, overlapping it. Hopefully you can see, if I can get closer, you can see the masking tape. And then I painted over it with this kind of brownish copper colored paint. These are little Tim Holt figures, and then I put in different little words. Hers says Pure Beautiful Grace, and his says Spunky Well-Behaved Gentleman. Those are just things that I typed up on the computer. On this one, it looks like maybe spray inks and then stamps. This is a little miniature postcard with a stamp. They showed us how to fold this pocket, and I don't remember how right now, so I would have to look that up. another tag with a rubber stamp and then a piece of trim. This is a napkin, a paper napkin, and you take off all the back layers and you only want the front layer and you glue it down. And this is a sticker, but all this is the napkin and then a picture out of a magazine. On this one, I had to cover up everything, so I gessoed the pages, and then I glued down fabric. So there's squares and rectangles of fabric, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this is a paper cluster. There are 5 layers here and stapled in the middle and then glued down. This is a fabric cluster, and there's 5 layers here and 3 buttons sewn on, and then it's glued down. This is spray inks. Here's another of the flowers that I got in the exchange. The white circles on here are either from dipping a lid in paint, or they could even, the size of them, it could even be like the end of a paper towel roll. Dip it in paint and then just stamp it all over the page. This is a coin envelope that I cut off and cut a little half circle out of to make a pocket. There's another cloth cluster. This piece was from a Kleenex box, and then I just glued a little word suite on it, stapled a little fabric on the top. For the closure, I put 2 tiny holes in, put some elastic through a key, and then tied a knot. On the front, I did the same thing, and you just slip the key in here. It tends to get hung up. And it closes it. And because it's stretchy, if I want to put more things in here, I can. So that's my bank book journal. This is my Folded Manilla Folder Journal. And it was another hangout with Tanya McGuire, Lisa My Eclectic Life, Lisa Conway, Spankies Crafty Corner. And I'm going to link a video below that will show you how to fold your manila folder in order to make this journal and get the pockets. I went on to, I believe, Etsy and bought these jars, canning jars. So they're throughout the journal. This is out of a magazine. Oh, I covered my manila folder in a tissue paper that has feathers on it, which I really like. It's my favorite tissue paper. It says unique art. There's a tag on this side. It's paper and then magazine flowers and a stamp. And here's just paper. Butterfly, flower, stamp, jar. And these little pads that I have in here are sent through the mail as junk mail. Anytime you give to an organization, they will ask you to contribute again and again, and they'll send you these little notepads and different things, address labels, calendars. So I have a drawer full of these little pads. This one's stapled in. There's another tag. This is a collage tag My husband actually had a Volkswagen just like this, same color and everything when we first started dating. So I thought that was neat. And this is a top-loading tag. Same thing, flowers from a magazine, butterfly, more papers. It's a little collage tag. Goes on the side. Depending on how you glue them shut is where you're. There's 3 little mason jars, butterfly, stamp, more pad, so I can write notes in here. Another tag. This is the back. Another of the jars, more flowers, butterfly, a stamp. So I hope you enjoyed those. I had fun making them, and neither of these were my ideas. They were the ladies that I've already said the names of, Lisa and Tanya and Jeri and Spankies Craft Corner are the ladies that came up with these things. But I really enjoyed doing them with them. So don't forget to subscribe or give me a thumbs up if you're not already a subscriber. And thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you later.